Start it up again. Clap it. Clap, damn it! Not gonna lose it, I swear. Our next
Don't move your chair.
performer it's her first time. I make a joke of her being gentle, but I'm not going to. John Bailey has named all of the now three ladies in the comedy collective as a sect known as the Clitorati. So I would really like to welcome the latest member of the Clitorati, Miss Stephanie. She's around.
Oh yeah.
Woo!
Oh my god, I'm so insanely
Easy,
nervous.
easy. Don't shake my hand.
Okay.
Okay, how is everyone doing tonight anyway? Good, awesome. So I'm Stephanie Kelly, and I go to St. Thomas University, but let's get real here. You knew that already because I'm not wearing sweatpants. If you're ever at the Cellar or at the sub or at the library, and you're trying to figure out whether someone goes to SU or UMD, there's a really simple test you can do. All you have to do is look at what they're wearing and ask yourself, could I buy those pants at the same place I buy my chemistry textbook? And if the answer is yes, they go to UMB. But if you look at them and think, do you know what? That shirt may have been a curtain at one point. Then they go to St. Thomas. It's a subtle difference, but it comes with practice, so don't even worry about it. Alright, so like I said, I go to STU, but I'm actually graduating this year. How many 2012 grads do we have in the audience? Woo! Awesome. So you're also entering into the dark abyss. But don't worry about it, it's alright. So, I take it that most of you graduating this year are in your 4th year. Unless you're in engineering, then you're in your 11th year or something like that. But it's alright, it'll come, guys, eventually. It'll come. But you know what? It doesn't even matter what year you're in when you graduate. Everyone knows when you get to that final year when you're about to graduate, you get this question every day, all the time, from everyone you know. And it goes something like, so, what are you going to do after graduation? Did you got a job lined up for school? Or what's around the corner for you? And it's not that bad unless you're in a room with people smarter than you. And that's where it gets sort of tricky. And I find that this happens a lot at family gatherings. Because everyone has that one cousin or sibling that is just, stupidly over-ambitious and just sort of shows you up every time. So, you'll be at your aunt's house for Christmas dinner or something like that, and someone will come over and ask you the question. And of course, your cousin goes first. And they say something like, well, I got into 5 med schools, and I got scholarships from all of them, so I'm sort of weighing that option. But I'm also, leaning towards corporate law, and just the other day, when I was composing Epiphany on top of Mount Everest, I thought, you know what, with all this spare time, you should just learn your 6th language. And, of course, the whole time they're saying this, they have a child on their hip that they rescued from a Somalian refugee camp 5 years ago when they started an NGO. And while they're talking, you're stuffing your face because, let's get real, you don't know where your next meal's coming from. And if you're not smart enough to have already, figured out the bathroom exit, then the question comes to you. But you're, just slightly less articulate than your cousin. And your answer sounds something more like, well, I might go abroad. I need to make some money, but I was thinking a lot. Indigo's hiring, so I'm gonna look into that, but just for a little while. I might get a manager position there, so I'll let you know though. I'll let you know. And if you're sitting there thinking, crap, I sound way more like the second person in that scenario. Is that right? I'm the second person in that scenario. So don't beat yourselves up about it, because there is actually help out there. I'm thinking of starting this charity up, and I think I'm going to do it pretty soon. It's going to be, kind of like World Vision. where people and families can adopt graduates with no job prospects. And I think it's getting someone, pretty low-key, low profile, someone with a lot of time, like, I don't know, maybe Angelina Jolie. And I can see her now walking down Regent Street and profiling people to be sponsored and going, this is Michael. Michael majored in philosophy and minored in religious studies.
You do HDR.
But the sad part is there are thousands just like Michael all over. Where are we again? Canada. All over Canada. And you know what? You can help. For less than the price of a coffee a day, you can send people just like Michael to a place where they will be with hundreds of other overskilled, unemployed people. Graduate school. We will send you monthly updates and letters and pictures of your student that you adopted and let you know how they're doing on their dissertation and whether or not they're eating. So I think it's a good idea, and if you're looking to get sponsored, just talk to me after the show and I can probably hook you up with someone. So speaking of a celebrity activist, I don't know if you guys have been, following the news all that much lately. You're at a bar on a Tuesday, so it's possible that you haven't. But you know what? It's fine. I got this. I can bring you up to date. So for the last couple of years, there's been a lot of controversy and protests about these seal hunts in Atlantic Canada. And you guys probably remember Paul McCartney, sat in an iceberg a few years ago and complained about it. But this year, the animal rights activist, the poster girl, is none other than Kesha. And you know what? I know you're laughing, but I don't think we should be too hard on this girl, too critical right away. I mean, the poor thing has a $sign in her name, but this is also the woman, the scholar, the academic, who once gave us the wise words. Get a beer in here, guys. Sit down for this one. Everybody getting crunk. Crunk. Boys trying to touch my junk. Junk. Gonna slap them if they get too drunk. Drunk. We're gonna go until they kick us out. Out. Or the police shut us down. Down. Police shut us down. Down. And my personal favorite line, Popo shut us down. That's powerful stuff. Anyway, I'm Stephanie Kelly. Thank you for being such a good audience.